source-based information and agencies that Minda Corp is looking to acquire a 15% stake in Pricol via the reverse book building. Joining in right now is Vikram Mohan, Managing Director at Pricol. Let's, just state the facts right now, because just a short while ago, I believe there was a comment made by Pricol that there is no intent of undertaking any secondary sale of promoter stake and no intent to raise equity capital. What is the status currently? Mr. Mohan, can you hear me? If you could take us through what exactly is the status currently with respect to Minda?
These are unconfirmed rumors, ma'am. We have, it's come as a surprise to us as well. The promoters stand absolutely committed to the business. We have turned around the business. We are on a very, very strong financial footing. We are long-term debt-free. We have technologies in place. We have signed in the recent past technology agreements with 3 class-leading companies globally, 2 from Europe and 1 from Silicon Valley, to position our products out there. We are generating substantial cash profits, which will fund our expansion plans. I've been constantly talking about our expansion plans and how we intend to double our turnover in the coming years. Our PLI application has been accepted by the ministry as well. So I don't know where this baseless information is coming from, ma'am.
So, Mr. Mohan, if let's say Minda goes ahead with a secondary book building offer of 15.7% stake, and where the promoters are not looking, promoters of Pricol are not looking at selling or participating in any open market transaction, then it is an hostile takeover attempt.
It is not a hostile takeover attempt, if I may say so, because I have spoken ever since this news broke to certain sections of the institutional investors who are all very, very strongly backing us at this point in time. So I don't see how it could be a hostile takeover attempt. Secondly, our share price closed at 209 yesterday. I don't see any reason why shareholders will sell at 209 at the current market price.
But that's exactly the point, Vikram, because it's a sizable block deal, right? Almost 4.2 to 4.3% equity has changed hands on the exchanges. So what's the next game plan now? Any firefighting, any ammo that you would have in case, this turns out to be a hostile takeover? Who bought, who sold, that we'll only come to know later this evening?
We are working with our investment managers and our internal armory to see what else we can do, because I think it's a little early in the day right now. But we stand committed to this business, and that's all that I can say. And we will not allow a hostile takeover. We will have our counter offers, if necessary, at the right time.
What is the current ownership of the promoters, sir, in the company?
It's 37%.
Okay.
It's 37%.
Would you be looking at increasing your stake from the open market operations?
Not at this point in time. I wouldn't like to comment on that.
Do you have any existing business relationship with Minda, or this is more like a bolt out of the blue suddenly coming out which you were not aware of?
This is a complete bolt out of the blue that I was not aware of. We have absolutely no business association with Minda. In fact, they are our competitors. And so this has come as a bolt from the blue, yes. And I don't know how much of credence to give to this information also, because I am getting counter reports from the market saying that this is just a rumor.
Well, we don't know. So we have not got any confirmation from Minda. So, I think as of now, it's completely speculative. But just to clear the air on this one, and I don't want to get this one wrong because this is going to be a price-sensitive information. If there is an open offer bid by the Minda Group, would Pricol be taking any countermeasures? Because 63% holding is still in the public domain.
We will take appropriate countermeasures, yes.
So you are protected to take care and protect your interest in the company.
Absolutely.
And what you're confirming to us is that the promoters are not looking at participating or reducing their stake, and you're fully committed to Pricol.
1,000%.
What gives you the confidence? I mean, if you get a good deal, why not get out? What gives you the confidence that you want to just stay committed to it? It's not that first time promoters have not sold out.
I am committed to this business because I know exactly what are our growth prospects. We are on the cusp of, a large growth wave. Our market share has increased. We have a very healthy order book. We have a very healthy cash flow. So why would I want to sell when my company is seeing a big growth curve in the coming 2 years? Two to 3 years.
I have one more follow-up question, Vikram. Thank you for patiently answering all our questions. Is there a promoter pledge also which could be at risk?
We have 0% pledge in the company, and we have, as a Pricol group with other unlisted companies in the group, all companies are debt-free and have cash reserves as well, and there's not a single share that's been pledged by the promoters.
Vikram, really appreciate your time. So glad you could accommodate this interview request, and thank you for patiently and candidly answering all our questions.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, now this is very interesting. Very, very interesting. It's rare that you see stories and you see instances like this where there is an existing management which is not looking at selling out their stake, and there is a competitor who is looking at buying the company without the consent of the current promoter. The open offer which the Minda Group has done, I think it is lower than the current market price. What the management of Pricol is telling us that they are fully committed to run the business and they have support of individual institutional shareholders. The trick here is that the public holding here is 63%, and 63% public holding is the tricky one to call. The promoter of Pricol, you just heard, they do have confirmed to us that they have not got any information on the same, but if they do, they could consider any countermeasures, which right now they're not sharing with us. But it's rare that you see such instances where one promoter group, but the promoter group is not looking at selling out, but the competitor in this case has gone and made an open offer. Now that's completely source based, but that is something which is going to make this entire story very, very interesting, at least for the next couple of days. Meanwhile, markets, if you turn attention back there, 18,000 on the Nifty intact. In the pre-open session, Sensex is indicating that it could be a negative bias.